The Duxbury mother accused of killing her children wiped tears from her eyes as prosecutors spelled out their case against her. She listened in a hospital bed as they described the steps she allegedly took before strangling the children.
Now, the prosecution argues that she was lucid at the time, while her lawyer insists that she was not in her right mind. WBZ's Christina Hager's live for us in Duxbury tonight with the breaking details in the case. Christina?
David, this was so difficult that Lindsay Clancy's attorney says she hasn't been able to even process emotion. She's on 24/7 suicide watch. He says he doesn't even know if she would be able to stay alive long enough to make it to a trial. Lindsay Clancy in her hospital bed on a Zoom link connecting her to Plymouth Court.
Is Ms. Clancy in a position that the two of you can hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
The 32-year-old Duxbury mom's attorney says she's paralyzed from the waist down after she jumped out a window at her family home. 2 weeks later, there are still flowers, stuffed animals, and signs of the community's heartache.
On Friday, January 27, 2023, using an erasable whiteboard because she was still temporarily intubated, one of the first questions that Lindsay Clancy asked was, "Do I need an attorney?"
Clancy now facing murder charges in connection with the heartbreaking episode in which she allegedly strangled her 3 children, an infant, a toddler, and a 5-year-old. The prosecutor explaining how she seemed clear of mind that day, texting her husband who was out running errands.
When he arrives home, the first thing he noticed was the silence. Patrick can be heard on the 911 call entering the home and heading to the basement. At one point, he calls out, "Guys." He can then be heard screaming in agony and shock as he found his children.
Her attorney, Kevin Reddington, argued she was overly medicated, treatment for mental health anxiety that had her at McLean Hospital for 5 days just a couple weeks earlier.
Now, our society fails miserably in treating women with postpartum depression or even postpartum psychosis. It's Medicaid, Medicaid, Medicaid.
Prosecutors say she gave her husband this explanation over the phone yesterday.
And she said she heard a man's voice telling her to kill the kids and kill herself because it was her last chance.
The judge ruled for now Clancy can stay at the hospital where she's being treated until doctors medically discharge her to another facility. At that point, they would revisit the courts here, and there would be a decision on whether or not she needs more security. Live at the Plymouth Courthouse, Christina Hager, WBZ News.
Christina, thank you. We want to make sure that people have access to this phone number. There is a national hotline specifically for new moms. So if you or someone you know is struggling emotionally, here it is. It's 1-8339-HELP4MOMS. We have also posted this number on our website, cbsboston.com.